So the other day, me and my friend were on the phone, and she says to me,
Girl, I just don't know what to do. It feels like my life is falling apart.
and the first thing I kind of did was take a step back and be like, what the heck are you telling me for? No, I'm kidding. My first reaction was, oh my god, I do not know what to say here. Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Then I kind of came to my senses and I was like, what would I want to hear right now? And that's when I responded back with, falling apart doesn't always mean failure. Sometimes it just means that you're ready for some growth. And in that moment, it kind of just stuck with me, and I was like, I'm not the only one that feels this way, and sometimes everyone feels like this, and I just wanted to go over a few steps that highlight how we can deal with these situations. Chapter number 1, pain is temporary, and sometimes you sit in pain a little bit longer than others, and that's okay. As long as you remember that you can always ask for help, and there is always going to be a way out of that situation. So here recently, I just bought a brand new car, and in taking my car out for a test drive with friends, my friend literally led me down a one-way street, and in our midst of screaming bloody murder and throwing things in the car to figure out where the heck we were at, I remembered that you can literally always turn that car around, and suddenly we were on the right street again, and I wasn't about to get pulled over. Chapter 2, like it or not, you have already done hard things. Whether that be getting up early, going to work when you really do not want to go, or helping a child with their math homework that definitely was not taught that way when you were in school.
That's not the way you're supposed to do it, Dad. They want us to do it this
I don't
way.
know that way. Why would they change math? Math is
it's
math.
okay,
Math
Dad.
is math.
It's sometimes easy to forget how far you've come and the strength that you've shown along the way. But drawing from past memories show how you can overcome obstacles and serve as a reminder that you can do it again. Chapter 3, your story is still being written. It's kind of like those last couple of pages in a romance book where you're literally looking at the pages and you're screaming at a character and you're like, please just get together and freaking talk to one another. And I think it's just me. I think that one is literally just me. But it doesn't matter that it's just me, okay? Because you can use that as an analogy for your life when it comes to things that feel impossible. Just remember, your pages are not fully written. Your chapters are not closed. The book is not ending. There may not be as many happy endings as you were planning, but that doesn't mean there isn't still time to change them. How to change the narrative. Self-care is not selfish. Sometimes when you get overwhelmed, the only thing you can think about is how you can care for others. But the truth is, you cannot care for others until you have cared for yourself. And just as a reminder, self-care does not always look like going on massive trips, or soaking in a bubble bath, or sipping champagne in the beaches somewhere. Okay? Self-care starts with you. It starts when you indulge in your favorite hobby, when you go for a walk, when you open your favorite book. It is literally all about you, and putting yourself first and taking care of you first. Everyone knows that you cannot pour from an empty cup.
Hey Tara, you want some? This bitch empty.
Even small moments have a massive effect of your overall mood. It's important that you realize that taking care of yourself first is taking care of others too. Your emotions are just thoughts. It's more than okay to lean into your feelings and emotions. However, you have the power to change them at any given moment. Something as simple as an emotion saying, wow, I really hate this place, can be flipped around to, hey, let's take this thing one step at a time. Sometimes taking things slowly breaks things down into small, manageable sized chunks. Because if you know anything, you cannot eat an elephant unless it's one bite at a time. And remember, you are not in your flop era. Having a rough couple of months or a rough couple of years doesn't define who you are. Your words do. So when you say you're in your flop era, you're actually just projecting an ideal self that you don't want. So instead, reframe it. Say, I'm in my revenge era, or I'm in my comeback era. I'm in my glow up era, if you will. Now, I don't expect you to be all sunshine and rainbows, but if you know anything about me, you know exactly how powerful a revenge era, a glow up era, or any kind of era is. Because it's a powerful tool for people to look at you and take a step back, take a second look, and be like, wow, they're really changing. And lastly, here's your homework, because if you thought you were walking away from one of my videos without taking any actionable steps, you're wrong. Choose one tiny reset for today. Listen to me. Small things matter. So everything that you do adds up. If you make your bed, if you reset your headspace by journaling 3 things that you're grateful for, if you clean up that pile of yuck that is sitting in your chair. I know you have one chair or one table in your house that has unfolded laundry. Clean that up, because that affects your mind space. What you don't realize is that your space around you is reflected in your brain. So if you have a massive awful day and you come home and your room is just a mess and you go to sleep, don't think that when you wake up the next day it's going to magically change your mood, because it's not. You're still going to be in the same headspace. So getting up and changing at least one thing around you, it signals to your brain that you're changing and that something is happening here. Little steps are what keeps you moving when life feels like it's falling apart. And just as a reminder, your story is not over. You are just in your glow up era, and here we're turning pages and chapters together.